Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. What a disgusting spectacle was today during the House Judiciary Select Subcommittee, where Robert F. Kennedy Jr. testified, being invited by the Republicans. I watched, it's still going on, or at least it was going on. I think it's still right now. You can still watch it. I watched some videos on Robert F. Kennedy's speech, testimony, questions, answers. Such a display of garbage coming from certain people that supposedly are in your party. Since Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced his candidacy, or he's going to run for the presidency of the United States of America, I said he has no chance. He will not be allowed probably even to go in the debates. And if he's going to be allowed in the debates, the only thing that's going to be heard over there is going to be anti-vaxxer, anti-Semite, xenophobic, papa-pip, anti-this and that. And that would be the bulk of the questions he's going to be asked. And he makes that mistake of defending himself. The key word was defending himself. Ignore it. Move past them. Ignore it. The same thing he did here during this subcommittee, which I thought it was, well, he knows better, let's put it this way, but I thought that coming in front, these guys are not going to let him by the balls. They grabbed him right now by the balls with this anti-vax, anti-this, anti-that, blah, 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 and they're not going to let him go. He doesn't know that? He's 69, for God's damn it. Isn't he 69 or 68? Didn't you learn yet? These guys will not, even if you apologize for misspoken words or something, they will not care. Look what happens to Trump. So let me show you this little article coming from the CNN. All right, Democrats, it says, invited by the GOP, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. grilled by Democrats on past vaccine comments. Well, the whole thing here, I said, okay, what was the purpose of this guy coming here? And his purpose is somewhere right here. Republicans called Kennedy Jr. and others as witnesses as part of their probe into alleged censorship against conservatives at large technology companies. So, or here it says, Robert F. Kennedy arrives to testify during the House Judiciary Select Subcommittee on the Weaponization of the Federal Government, hearing on the weaponization of the federal government. Now, we should all be for this guy or whomever if the government is doing that with supposedly the media and whatever they are trying to do, according to these guys. We should join them to find out what happened, if anything happened. All right, you don't go, oh, they do it. Okay, prove it. This is what they're trying to do. And the other side is kind of like, not kind of, I think, backing, defending, playing defense for the federal government. What does that tell you? They are supposed to keep the government, their feet to the fire. These are the lawmakers. What's that? How do you call it? Checks and balance? Checks and balance? Remember that one? Yeah, we're making laws, not in the subcommittees and all that. Well, my friends, these are our elected officials, not the government's elected officials. They should open and say, let's see let's find out what happened, if anything. And what do? I watched that. They attack this witness on something like they try to destroy his credibility, obviously, in front of this, like whatever he says next, don't believe him because he said this before, he said this before, and we disagree with that. Or maybe it's not true, but they have to prove it. They didn't prove it, they just said this. And Kennedy, instead of being able to say yes, the whole time, most of the time, he had to defend his past statements, true or false, that let the time decide. Because right now they can say, and hey, was it true? He had to defend his credibility in front of the Democrats. The Democrats were not interested in what evidence this brings towards, the purpose of the committee. No, they're interested in destroying the witnesses, which is a Democrat. maybe a candidate, right? Going to be their candidate to the presidency, which he will not be. He said so many things that he's unelectable, Jesus Christ, this guy's going to pull a Kennedy. It's getting that way with his statements. He's already not under red, he's under, I don't know, like fuming smoke already. He's smoked with flamethrowers, not with okay, that's how he did it. Anyway, and the other guys, shiram, like a cowboy in the, okay, please tell me. That's exactly how it happened. Nevertheless, this guy, he started his comments, and it was, as I say, he has his way of doing things. But I think if he's continuing to defend himself for those allegations, or whatever statements, he's an idiot. I tell you that. Don't do that. Stop even discussing that. Or say it once, you answer those allegations or whatever attacks one time. You're not going to say it every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, you said it and you refer them. Remember that date? Go and check it out. That was my answer. Next question, why should we waste time here? Do you think I want to change my statement now? But no, he comes and says, well, I never said that I hate this or I hate that, or the vaccines and all, or they killed this, or it was misinterpreted. Okay, you did it. We all heard it now. Stop. They will not let you go. And they will keep you in this little, how do you call it? Call it booklet. I don't know, synopsis or something. You just in the same circle. They're not going to ask you anything else. That's why you should say, make it clear you're not going to discuss anything regarding vaccines, statements, nothing. No, that's not about it. I'm here to save the world. Okay? Change the perimeter, the boundaries of the conversation. You are an individual. You are a person in the conversation. You're not a student. Yes, teacher, tell me what to do. No. You say, I gave you the answers then to these questions. Bye-bye. If you're an idiot, then you should not be asking me questions. But they're not idiots. They have a job to do, and the job is to get the guy crazy and keep it in that little... That's it. That's the circle of questions. All right? I would go into debates, next, and then I would point it out. All the questions here, because that's mostly what the questions will be if he gets to the debates. You're going to find out. You're going to see. You're going to be all about vaccines, anti-Semite. Are you an xenophobic? Are you hating this? Are you hating that? I would say, okay, instead of wasting time, I would use my minute. I will direct you to or refer you to that time, those interviews you have them over there. This is BS. Let's talk about something serious. Yeah, but they didn't hear you. Well, if they're dumbasses, they should not even be in the audience if they didn't hear me already, what I had to say. Oy vey, what are we going to do? That's what you're going to do. Jesus Christ, it's unbelievable. And he went over there, and what I'm saying is, it was a disgrace to see the guys on your team, instead of trying to find out if those guys in the government really infringed on our liberties and free speech, instead of being interested in that, they are in destroying this guy who's from their party. And you tell me we are all, yes, democracy, I urge you, go and watch his speech. That's how he starts. I'm going to just read a few bits. I feel like vomiting because I listened to that. Like, really? This is like, you're warming now for these guys? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, let's see if I can get there. Quick transition. We don't want that. All right, I'm going to read it for you. I'm quoting, I want to say this while I'm on the record. This is my entire life, and while I'm under oath, in my entire life, I have never uttered a phrase that was either racist or anti-Semitic. This is what he said first. I have spent my life fighting, my professional career fighting for Israel, for the protection of Israel, end quote. Kennedy Jr. said during the House Judiciary Weaponization Subcommittee hearing. This, and then he says this and that and that and that and that. It's just now, I mean, maybe he knows something that we don't want to know. Anyway, I know exactly why he did that, and I hope you do the same. I hope you know exactly why he started with that. But I hope this is the last time we hear him groveling, is that how you say groveling? No, no. You're going to be, nevertheless, I'm not going to go there. That's it, my friends. Very strange. Strange not, I would say, that the Democratic Party, this is, attacks his own guy, destroys him, tries to destroy him in public, his credibility and all that. They've been doing it since he started saying, yeah, I'm going to be a candidate. But hey, that helps us have more ammunition in our brains that, hey, that's how the system works. Okay, got it. And next time I'm going to say, hey, remember then the subcommittee hearing? Do you remember what those guys did to their own guy that was unacceptable? He was an outsider and he was an unelectable. Remember? Just go and watch that one. Oh, yeah. So that's ammunition for you. Verbal ammunition, obviously. Intellectual ammunition that you can use in a debate with a person who really wants to find out what happened. Not to tell you, no, he was an idiot. He was an anti. He was a vaxxer. He was those guys, okay, yeah. All right, you look beautiful. You are perfect. You're fantastic. Okay, now give me your money. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.